Same time here. There we go. I think now I'm connected to both Facebook and Instagram. So I want to apologize. I said I would be on here at 10 a.m. this morning and I'm home with a sick little boy. So you just got to go with the flow of life and figure things out. But I am here now and I'm going to be coming live every Monday morning. Right now I'm calling it Coffee and Connection, but that'll probably change. This is just kind of a let's get it going type of thing. And I just want to introduce myself. Some of you don't know me necessarily, and my name is Jen Anderson, and I am a happiness coach. And so, what does that mean? Essentially, that means that I help guide and give tools and mentorship to women that are struggling through just like tougher times in their life and need some tips and tools and tricks of how to deal with everything a little bit better, maybe, or just ideas. And I really just want a community of women. So if you're not on my Facebook page, let me know through Instagram and I'll get you on there. I've just created it because I want a place for women to really be able to connect and know that they're not alone and know that they have support and that we are all more the same than we are different, even though we don't always open up. And so today I'm going to talk about the plan is for each Monday, I'm going to talk a little bit about what's come up in my life, either through my own stuff that's going on or messages that I get from people of how I can help them or clients, and it will be anonymous. So please feel free to message me at any time if there's anything I can help you with or serve you with. And I will just then kind of elaborate on that during these chats, and then we can help each other. If you have extra little tips and tools and tricks that have worked for you, then rock on. So first I'm going to start with overwhelm. Some people will call it anxiety. I am not a psychologist. I'm not claiming to be at all. So if you need to go to a doctor, then go to a doctor. But these are just little tricks that you can do in your daily practices that will help with you. And so anxiety, a panic attack, and these are different for all of us. So I'm talking like smaller scale, okay? Just so we're clear. And so the first thing I want you to do, if you're having that feeling of like, oh, I don't know what to do. Like I had a client message me and say, I'm just shaking. Like I just don't know what to do. I'm so upset. And the first thing you need to do is you need to breathe. And so my sister taught me this breathing technique. A couple of years ago, and it's really helped me. And so literally what you do is you plug one nostril, you breathe in through that nostril, and then you breathe out through the other side. And then you're going to go in and then switch. And so it's literally breathe in one side, breathe out the same side once you get it going, the cycle. And it's just going to it's going to help with your heart rate. It's going to help with your mindfulness. You should say, or could say, if you can, say to yourself, I breathe in, I breathe out. And that will just kind of bring everything back down to center for you. The other thing is to come up with a mantra or a phrase that makes you feel good. Some people will call them mantras, phrases, affirmations, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't really matter, but it's going to be a short sentence that you can say to yourself that just like helps you feel grounded. And if you don't know what that means, please message me because we'll probably do that on another day. But just to kind of get you into a safe feeling. And so some will like, I am safe, I am loved, I am whole. You can just kind of go through that over and over, or just do the breathe in, breathe out. That helps too. Secondly, I really want you to give yourself grace. We tend to beat ourselves up pretty badly about how we've reacted to something because we didn't stay calm, or like even if it's as simple as getting really upset with the kids, just give yourself grace. You're human. You're not perfect. It's okay. You're going to get through this. You're going to handle it just a tiny bit better the next time and the next time and the next time. And let's find out where that's coming from, right? Like, let's figure that out together. Some of the pre-work you can do if you know you're going into a circumstance that is going to be triggering for you. So for everybody, that can be different. For extreme introverts, that can be like knowing that you're going to go to a party where you don't know many people or a function or something like that. If you're meeting with somebody that there's been confrontation in the past, Even if it's a family member or a good friend, whatever it is, if you feel like there's some sort of heaviness to go along with that, some pre-work that you can do before that is meditation. Even if you just do literally a minute in your car before you go in, insight timer is a really good one. Or if you have like a really good song that you like, just to change your energy state, um, just to keep you in that happy state, right? Like you want to be in that happiness instead of like the overbearing anxiety, overwhelmed feeling, sweats. Like I've been there. I get it, girlfriend. Like I totally get it. You also want to visualize. So if you've had some sort of confrontation with somebody in the past and you know you're going to be meeting up with them the night before when you're going to bed, or anytime, it doesn't have to be before bed, but anytime, even if it's 5 minutes before, visualize how you want that conversation to go. And this will make a big difference. So like literally, like, what are you going to say? How are they going to say it back? The way you want it to go. Visualization is a really powerful tool for you here. And just even if you're visualizing yourself being peaceful and calm and okay with everything, it will help, I promise. I also have found that journaling out the realities of things can help, because when we get overwhelmed, um, and that's, it's such a cycle, because when we're in that overwhelm, I'll post a picture. I saw this really good one of our brain with anxiety where it's like, so we have anxiety, and then we have anxiety because we have anxiety, and we're anxious because we have anxiety, because we're thinking about how we have anxiety. And it's just like this constant circle of the way it goes around because of how we're feeling. And so that's not helping us. So let's actually journal out the realities of things here. So I want you to write down what is real, not what you're making up, because anxiety is thinking about the future a lot, right? Too much. And we're playing out scenarios that aren't real. They haven't happened. They're all what ifs, possibilities. And you want to just like keep reality as the focus in your mind of what's actually going on. And then you want to get to a spot where you're being proactive and not reactive. This is perfect world, of course. Am I perfect at this? No. Am I better at it each day? Yes, I feel like I get better at it. I am much quicker to come out of those states. If I do have them, sometimes they surprise me because I feel like I'm doing really good. And then I'm like, oh, that was a little bit of an overreaction, Jen. Maybe you didn't need to be that way. But I'm so aware of things now that I get out of that cycle so much faster, and I just can talk myself out of it. So you want to get proactive on it. So meditation is huge for people that I explain how my head feels sometimes, not anymore, but how it definitely used to feel. Like if you look at your computer screen and you have 30 tabs open all the time, right? And it's just like bounce, 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 bounce. And so you really just want to focus on being present and mindful. And that will help big time too. As I'm saying that, I'm like, that's kind of a cheesy sentence because I know that's what we all want, but hopefully you'll be able to take some of these other tools out of there to help you with that. So another thing is control. I know in the past I have tried to control areas of my life because I feel out of control inside. And now I have the awareness of that. But if you don't have the awareness of that, then you don't necessarily realize why you're trying to control everything. And I mean like little things like how clean your house is. Like, if you're getting kind of obsessive about how clean your house is, that's you trying to control some things because you're feeling out of control inside. Relationships, kids, there's so many things, right? And so to just be aware of that, we're trying to control things because we're feeling out of control inside of ourselves. And so just to kind of take a step back. What am I feeling out of control with? Why am I getting so overwhelmed with all of these things? And sometimes we just have a lot of stuff going on in our lives. And so we just need to slow down a little bit. And slowing down for like just small amounts of time throughout your day, doing that breathing technique or doing a little bit of meditation, like literally a 1 minute meditation can make a world of difference for people. 3 minutes helps too. It can come out as our overwhelmness can come out as anger. and that's usually anger at ourselves. Everything is usually a mirror, right? So if we find ourselves judging other people or angry or upset, it's because we are those things inside. So we need to stop blaming other people. But you know what? I'll go into that in another one. The other thing that we tend to do is we don't hydrate enough during these times when we have, a lot going on, a lot of stress in our lives. We need to hydrate and you need to eat well because this is usually when we go for the crack food or the comfort food. If you can try to stay on track with those things, they will help you so much, I promise. And those are just numbing techniques, right? And it masks it for a little short amount of time, but it actually makes it worse in the long run. So anyways, that's my video for today. I'm going to end it there before I keep babbling on for a really long time. And I hope you guys have the most beautiful Monday and a great week. I'll talk to you soon.